could be good this game, you know. I think you have morphing, so morphing is gonna take care of the majority of the damage you want. And not to mention your supports kind of do a lot of damage to, you know, Mirana and Shaman. So I think damage is not really the problem here with their lineup. It's more about like surviving.
Smoke's breaking, so nothing to say. It's not going to go put down that ward. Nice positioning by Squadix to prevent that from getting put down. As this time it's IG. Going to do quickly hit us with the pause. I always thought Bao Bao was hug in Mandarin. Is it not?
It depends on which one. There's two, like Bao Bao can also be mean baby.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense.
Depends on which word, yeah.
Good to know.
This one, it means baby. The one that you're mentioning is another word, but with the same pronunciation, but the different word.
Yeah, that's why learning Chinese is very difficult. I'm trying to give it a go, but oh my goodness,
How far have you
it is hard.
gotten? Have you understood the 4 pronunciations?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
The intonation.
No, I struggle. I struggle dearly with that. Impressive language, though. Maybe one day I'll be able to speak a basic level of it.
So you said OD is the only one that builds no talisman now?
Well, I can't think of another core that builds nulls these days.
Pretty sure there's one more. I remember.
I mean, look. Well, nothing to say. Windrunner is now a universal hero, right? But I mean, who else? Who else builds one? I mean, I guess Enigma or OD.
Can you count Silencer? I remember seeing some Silencer.
Well, let me see.
Okay, fine.
I'll give it to you if he has... No, because he has even less games than OD played on Dota2 Checker. He's got only an 1/8 of the games that OD's played. And OD's only, you know... I mean, and this hero just seems horrendous, honestly. It's got a 37% win rate in Immortal level pubs. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing anyone else build nulls in this game, to say the least. As they may make a play for FMG. Did take that first point in the Star Storm. First point in toss here, trying to get that level 1 first blood. Is nothing to say. Is going to be taking a bit of harass. This does allow them to focus down onto FNG. So if the goal was first blood, mission accomplished. But if the goal at Winter for this Tiny is to secure the lane, how is he going to do that with a level 1 toss?
Pull the next wave, I think. I think pulling the wave would be fine. I think with toss, you're gonna have to try to... I mean, he's gonna get a toss onto the mob.
He's gonna get another good toss, actually.
Yeah, Kiritich,
I think he was kind of AFK there. He was full agi as the Tiny walked up to him and did about 1/5 of his HP pool. Unfortunately, he's a morph, so you know. Yeah, that's not gonna really...
And he cares a little bit right now, but... I mean, yeah, I feel like after getting tossed that one, usually you just try to pull, I mean, the wave. If you feel like you cannot actually get the control of the wave for your offlaner, I think pulling is generally the next thing you're thinking about doing. Just pull the wave behind, get your level 2, get your stun, and come back to the lane after. I mean, this tiny Enigma lane is a very, very scary lane. If you get your levels, you can kill almost anything. And the thing with Tiny and Enigma is that Enigma will allow Tiny to roam a lot. Because once you give him a head start, the first 2 to 3 minutes, then he can actually be alone in the lane just fine. So Tiny just wants to... You want to move around as Tiny. So you have the luxury when you have an off-lane Enigma.
Yeah, Bubblegut did end up getting the first blood, so I wouldn't say that's wasted, because obviously he gets faster boots, he's better at rotating around, blah, 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 but ideally...
I mean, you'd rather your mid-hero get it anyway.
Yeah.
In most cases.
Yeah, but... That wasn't going to happen with nothing to say being bullied on back. Speaking of the mids, lots of harass back and forth here. Nothing to say with his bottle now delivered. I don't know if Squadix is really going to end up going for one here with the null build that he seems to prefer. Let's see.
He's going to have to buy tangles and salves, you know, if he's not getting a bottle. Because the power shots are going to hurt him a lot in the lane.
Right. Yeah, because usually, right, with this essence flux, it used to be called equilibrium, didn't it? You just kind of sustain, quote unquote, because your mana's fine. Nice, efficient harass, though, from nothing to say, continuing to land these power shots. With the bottle, this is going to get a little difficult now. He might need a rotation.
think once you get your levels up, I'm not sure what build is he gonna go in Spin Ranger because I don't play this hero. He has 111 right now, so I guess he's gonna try to. I mean, I would think that you would max Astral against Spin Ranger.
He's gonna max Astral. Yeah, he's got a pretty fixed build. I'm seeing here up to level 10, where he goes 131. And then he next maxes the Arcane Orb, right? So we'll see 4-4-1 basically until he has to put points into the Essence Flux. So just a single value point.
Not really doing so well in terms of CS right now against Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger's in a comfortable spot here, extra 5 CS.
How do their, I mean, we'll keep looking top now, but how do their timings compare, these two heroes? Well, obviously, we're a little bit more familiar with the Windrunner these days, right? But the OD, it's a bit more of a niche pick. How can you expect his game to look now once the lanes do start breaking down into that 3v3 phase?
I think you're going to be very, very useful in terms of setting up. Like we said in the draft, you set up for the arrow, you set up for the Shaman to come in. And on top of that, you deal so much damage. And you're also going to be able to tank a lot of it. You're a very tanky hero, high armor, high HP hero. So I think in terms of the 3v3, you provide a lot for your team. 4-minute rune. FNG trying to snag it. He's going to get it.
He does, yeah. And they'll be able to, even snipe the courier. Items delivered, so the damage not so great, as only one hit by the avalanche there. FNG tossed back. Tosses on point so far out from Baboka. No leaps here for another 20 seconds, so that will be the death of FNG. Is that worth it, though? He did prevent the bottle refill.
It's decent. Yeah, I mean, I think it's decent. It's not the end of the world. I feel like whenever the mid laner doesn't have a bottle charge and he's not really in good condition, sniping the rune and dying sometimes or dealing some damage before you die, it's not the worst thing.
The only thing that's going to feel less efficient is SquadX right now on one of the few mid laners that doesn't build a bottle, so it's not like he can TP mid and give the bottle refill, but other than that, SquadX is going to be just fine with the one water rune naturally. We'll see how his game continues to go, but already we can see some of the brawling potential of this hero. Only lane we haven't really talked about much, Winter, is this top lane where we see them making a go for Monet here a bit. They've got another double edge here shortly. Monet already using the stick, has the infused raindrops. He'll be fine. And Xnova quite tanky here with a 201 build right now on level 3 on his Undying. FNG also being chased into the river now. Baboka giving chase. Blood grenade thrown. Doesn't have an avalanche or a toss for 8 more seconds. FNG arrowing the creeps, but will go down ultimately to the right clicks of Baboka.
Yeah, that is actually not very good, giving away so many kills to the Tiny right now. He's gonna have very quick arcane boots on this hero. That's very, very nice to have. Astral, so it doesn't really allow the Tiny to get the toss off. That could have been very, very annoying for the OD. So good reflexes there for the SquadX. And now the rune play comes. Mirana's dead. He's gonna have TP soon, so he's gonna be able to join the rune fight. And you see Sayu trying to fight off the Undying. So
they're going to gamble for top, and they're going to get lucky. Yeah. SquadX has the regen. It's active. Yeah, because actually they're chasing Xnova. Xnova probably realizing what's going on now. May not be in a position to do much about it here. Good spacing, preventing the double decay as he's going to try and make it over to that Satyr camp. Unfortunately, he will be killed before that happens. And now SquadX continuing his rotation alongside FNG. They're bringing 4 heroes here.
Yeah, they're going to be able to kill the Terrorblade easily.
Arrow setup, possible, doable, nicely predicted, easy kill, nicely done. SquadX with the double kill on the first OD rotation. Down bottom, though, they are making a dive underneath for Kiritich. He's immediately TPing across all 3 lanes. SquadX making his presence known. The double null talisman. Nice double avalanche, though, from Baboka might be enough for him to get out of there. But a scary moment here as VP popping off early here out of the laning stage.
I guess he kind of still managed to elevate some of the pressure on the bot lane so the tower doesn't take as much damage even though he didn't get a kill. So, I mean, SquadX here just with 1 rune, he was in all 3 lanes with 1 rune, Kiritich, Baboka is still hunting him down.
They want to dive, yeah. Xnova, I think he TP'd down here. Baboka is still down here as well. 2 points in that attribute shift. We have 3 more stick charges and the power treads, then the singular Wraith Band to try and keep him alive. But against 4 heroes, no chance. He will die. FNG's TP'd
no
in.
waveform. Can't escape.
Don't know what he's
trying
to
kill the siege. Okay. He's going to get it. That's very nice by FNG. Very, very nice.
That's too many There's too many Eidolons here, though, unfortunately. Level 3 as well. This tower, it's down already, but good plays from VP. I mean...
He went for Vessel, by the way, Richie, on the Enigma.
Oh, that's good. That's smart, right? Obviously, into the Morphling. Very strong item against the Centaur. Honestly, even against an OD.
Yep. 8-minute rune, so let the brawls begin. The 3 against 2, I guess, this time.
Shield rune, for nothing to say. That'll be into the bottle. No easy kill into FNG, however.
He has the 4 points in main run right now, so he's pretty difficult to kill. I mean, right now it's all about like figuring out how they can go towards the Centaur's lane to open up that tower. To help the Centaur get to the dagger. Once the Centaur have dagger, he's going to be able to play with the OD. They're going to be a very scary duo, you know, the OD and the Centaur running around, killing heroes together.
And Centaur, who is maybe deliberating, going straight for the Blink Dagger, is holding off on purchasing the Helm of the Iron Wall right now, sitting on a stack of 1,200.
Just rush the dagger this game, you know. Shackle.
Do they have Monet here? They've got another double edge. I believe they finally... Oh, nice footwork out from Monet to avoid this. There's a black hole. They're actually going to waste no time to use it. Monet now popping that Metamorphosis to turn and secure the kill, as something to say, who snipes it from the river with the power shot, giving chase now, looking for the +1 onto Sayush. Starts TPing away. There is no point in Shackle Shot, so there's no real danger here. But nothing to say. He's going to continue making this run. Will find himself behind the tower. Sayush only TPing, well, not far at all, really, to be honest. Focus Fire now being committed, as there's not enough mana for the Shackles. TP's underneath the trees here, as the Tombstone is going to be dropped. VP, they cancel one of the TPs, so they're just going to dispatch of the Tombstone and continue this pressure. But Kiritich, he TP'd to the tier 1 tower. There's 5 G2.iG heroes up here right now. Tombstone has been kind of stolen now by Kiritich, who did morph into that. That's the full Vessel already, actually, onto Notice. This is a lot of damage. He might be dead just from that reflection. No, not quite, but close. Kind of scary.
Yeah, I mean, they lost the tower though, so IG is really happy to get the tower. It's not easy to get your safe lane tower, but they're going to be able to go get it thanks to the rotation from JT with the Vessel there. Nicely done. Just trying to play around his team, you know, so I mentioned about sometimes they try to play too much around the offlaner, JT, but in this game, they are definitely trying to find a balance to play around all 3 cores, so they've already managed to get the top tower and the bottom tower. So the next one will be the middle one. There's a catapult wave here right now. So they should be moving towards mid right now. Okay, yeah, they are smoking up with the Tiny and the Enigma, so they're gonna come get the mid tower. And VP should know what's going on.
Well, maybe they're gonna try a play top. I think they've seen Noticed up here. He's pretty low, less than half HP. He could be a target. Boboka does not have a Blink Dagger. JT doesn't have Black Hole. But with the Vessel charge, they might be able to get through him. Back down bottom, though, there's a counter smoke coming now as they look to try and maybe bait Kiritich here a bit, who waveforms into the middle of the wave. Monet is like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. He'll take the gate on out of here. Back up top. Notice, kind of giving them a bit of the run around here. I'm not sure how JT and Boboka ended up over here, but
that's so unlucky. They were trying to follow him, backstab him, and then he's like, he's moving like he knows where they are coming from, which angle they're coming from. It's good sense.
Very, very well done. All right.
He knows something is up, you know. So he was playing very safe and just somehow manages to dodge the gank.
And so it's just been a quiet period of farming here for the last few minutes as JT and Boboka will come through the gate down bottom. Let's take a look real quick at Squadix's build. Oh, actually, yeah, no, maybe they'll find someone here, but it is going to be Witchblade first. That's the only point I wanted to bring up. He'll probably go Force Staff next. Maybe if the game starts getting difficult, he can pivot into the Ag Shard for that save potential. If not, probably Force Staff Ag Scepter seems to be his preferred item build. Problem for his games that I've seen, Winter, is his OD games don't go very late. Usually after he gets that Ag Scepter, the game's very quickly over. So it does leave me questioning, like, how scalable is this kind of OD hero? There's no question about his utility early. That's why they want to be so aggressive with the smoke.
They have a dagger. They don't care about the scaling potential, and they just want to fight and kill people.
Well, see how they go. Notice Blink Dagger ready to go in 5 seconds.
They get the Wind Ranger, that's huge.
They're stealing stacks here. This is quite the commitment. JT has Black Hole ready to go. Boboka waiting in position, ready to break these smokes. As
Nothing to
Sayush
say.
doing his best here. There's going to be the blink on him, but Baboka faster on the draw. Arrow sailing through.
Quick
Doesn't hit on
reactions.
anyone. Is noticed. Tossed into the river. Has to use a Stampede to get away, but no, nothing to say. Committing there on the focus fire. Will put him into the grave. Baboka traded away as Kiritic joins the fight, but a 1-for-1. A stack stolen, and just overall a better trade for G2.iG.
Yeah, that could have been a disaster if the center was able to find like a multi-hero stun there. I felt like there might have been an opportunity there to get a multi-hero stun, but he chooses to go on the Tiny. Tiny manages to predict that, and he stuns the ground that he's standing. Just stuns on the ground, and was able to counter the initiation from Notice there. Very well done by Baboka.
I gotta be honest with you, I was surprised that the hoof stomp didn't come out in time. Ever since it did get adjusted, where you start always winding up, right? It feels like you've always been able to consistently land those. Oh, black hole in the mid lane. Oh, with the Vessel, power shot. Yeah, okay, goodbye Squadix. Absolutely deleted. And guess what's here for the take-in? As a nice +1, it's the mid lane tower. Very, very well done.
Yeah, I mean, G2.iG is just playing this game flawlessly at this point. You know, they are moving from tower to tower, especially JT and Enigma, leading so many of their important moves for the first 40 minutes and just putting his team in a fantastic spot right now. Monet has been, I mean, he kind of died once earlier in the lane, but after that, he's just been untouched. You know, his team is just pressuring the 4-man of IG, Enigma, Tiny, Wind Ranger, and Undying, just causing so much problems on the map for VP, and VP has to try to find a way to deal with this right now. I think they have very good wards set up in the bot area, so maybe they can look to try to smoke and try to go back to their own jungle and get some kills after they secure the top tower. I mean, Shaman is level 6 right now, so he's probably thinking about dropping the wards here.
Just hit level 6. There's still a Wisdom Rune being chilling for the side of VP, so hopefully they recover that eventually, but the wards are committed for the top tier 1. Fortify out from G2.iG, but they might be more interested in perhaps putting some pressure down bottom where Kiritic is farming underneath this tier 2 tower. He's got plenty of heroes here now against him, opposing him I should say, but he's still relatively safe.
It's quite difficult to kill him if they don't have Black Hole. So I think he feels like he's in a safe spot here without the Black Hole, but we'll see. Maybe there's still a chance.
They're going to give it a go now, opening up with the Metamorphosis into additional stuns into the toss. Power shot just barely not enough. JT being pushed back now. Finally, the Vessel charge is applied, and using the power of 5 heroes, G2.iG will be able to take down the Kiritic Morph.
Yeah, they needed every single hero there to be able to take down the Morph. I mean, Stampede was also popped, but he couldn't really get out on time. So once again, very well done by IG playing as a squad very, very effectively. They're gonna get a kill on the carry and a tower. This is not a tower you expect to be taken at minute 15, you know. This is just way too early. I mean, Roshan is probably next on the menu here for G2.iG. I mean, they have Undying, they have Terrorblade. It's gonna be easy pickings for them.
Exactly. Things are going to get a little bit difficult here for VP now, as they're just trying their best to keep themselves in this game. Notice will at least effectively deny the amplified damage rune. Don't want that into the bottle for nothing to say right now. He's doing enough as it is. 2-0 and 4 so far on the mid lane Windrunner. You know, directly comparing that to Squadix.
He's like rushing BKB, he's playing it so safe here instead of getting a diffuser early. Shackle gonna land onto the center. Should be an easy kill here with the Vessel.
There's the Vessel. How much do they want to commit though? Not that much.
I think it's smart not to commit because they don't see the OD.
And now BKB is freshly delivered. Mat's style freshly delivered. I mean, there's no need to really force that, right? Just a Vessel charge used. You still have another one potted for JT in case you need. So no need to really force things. They feel pretty comfortable with the way that this game is going now. There's a smoke coming for them, however. Blink and now Veil finished for Noticed.
They have very good control of the map. They have 2 very good wards in the mid and bot lane. So it's pretty much the whole area in bot is pretty much the dire area right now. And they're just trying to make sure.
They will? No, he blinks away. Unbelievable. I think he's safe. I think he's too far already. They see him, but they can't catch him.
Yeah, they can't catch him. And IG, meanwhile, they are trying to move top to get a kill, but Kiritic has already left. He TP'd out. He felt like something was wrong, and he just TP'd out. Just
could be Roche.
Went to a safe place to farm.
I think they're going to do
you can
Roche.
get Roche if you want. I mean, IG definitely has enough of heroes that can get Roche in their arsenal. Undying is probably one of the better Roche supporting heroes still, you know, with the Tombstone and the Flash Golem. Even without this Roche should be easy pickings.
They will start it up. Tombstone dropped, tanking. The zombies applied. Flesh Golem, like you say, to amplify that damage by 25%. Oh yeah, this thing is going down. Virtus.pro, they're probably going to know something's up with the way that they've been able to push all these waves with ease. FNG especially, where he's farming, this is quite the dangerous spot. But he's happy to take this farm as Roche #1. Will fall and go the way towards G2.iG. Smoking up. No, not smoking up, but Aegis actually for Monet. I'm a bit surprised. I thought we might have seen it first on the Windrunner.
Yeah, me too. I feel like it probably should be natural for the Wind Ranger to take it. But FNG gonna get caught here. Does
Whipping away. Boca with his Blink Dagger. Doesn't matter much.
Here. They're gonna buy enough time for bot lane with the wards damaging the tower. Sayul uses the Hex to remove the illusion from the Terrorblade, so he gets the tower.
Smart. And now the real TB is here to farm up the snakes. A little bit sad. Those things give a fair amount of bounty, but what can you do? We'll take the tower in exchange for that. Here's Kiritich, who finally has his first major item, I would say. The Manta Style online and complete. I don't know if he's really ready to fight Winter, but I also am not sure if he has much of a choice anymore.
I mean, the Manta is like a very defensive item in the team, but you're using it to remove the vessel mostly. I think he needs one more item to fight.
He could be killed. That's the blink for Sayush. Into the hoof stomp now as well. They need a little bit more damage. Into the shackles, into the arrow. Connecting. Black hole from JT. Not going to change the fate of his mid laner, but might be able to set up for revenge as they, in fact, manage to toss in FNG. Stampeding away. They finally catch Sayush as Monet connecting from behind. Gets the kill. And FNG, he's got that great healing Lotus, but with the Vessel debuff applied, no way out of this one for him. A 2-for-1 trade. It is going to be the death of Nothing to Say. They commit the meta, they commit the black hole. They might be able to get a tier 2 tower off of this push, but I don't know, it doesn't feel like too bad of a trade for VP, honestly. It feels bad if they lose the tower.
I mean, it's okay for them for sure. You know, they managed to kill the Wind Ranger and you trade for 2 supports. I think that's okay, you know. I mean, if they lose the tower, it's probably bad, but it seems like they should be able to hold this with the fortification.
Glyph committed. Creep wave cleared out, and it seems like indeed they will be able to deal with it just fine. Squadix showing back up. He's now got a Force Staff on top of his Witchblade. VP eager to smoke up now. There's no black hole, there's no metamorphosis. There might be an Aegis on this TB, but again, without that meta, you're not that scared. Heads up though, as Nothing to Say does have that A amplify damager, and he is trying to find someone here up top.
They have a ward
and they will see Kiritich.
He's difficult to kill with a Manta. I mean, if you don't have black hole, you can't kill him.
Opposite side of the map, Virtus.pro. They will see where this TB is heading. They might get more than the Wisdom Room. They might even get Monet. Smoke's going to break here. There's going to be the Blink initiation. They actually find him. He's completely isolated into the arrow. No chance. That's only the Aegis, though. Notice making a move immediately for the Wisdom Room as Baboka does the same on the opposite side of the map. We might shadow now into this Stampede, but the Avalanche holding back Notice as he tries to escape. Stuck on the high ground is JT, but he has the cast range at least for the Malefice to guarantee the kill. Quick little snipe onto the Aegis. In exchange for the Centaur, I guess that's okay.
He basically sacrificed his life for the Wisdom Rune. And the Aegis. Yeah, but they already got the kill. So he went for the rune and he kind of didn't get out, you know. So I think it was fine. No, it was still a decent. I mean, the rune is still a big deal. Yeah, the third rune, 21-minute rune.
Yeah, and I think who needs that experience on his team? Probably, I'm guessing it went to Sayush.
You want to get your level 12, level 2 super mods.
Careful here. This is a pretty dangerous wrap, and I believe, this is a G2.iG Watcher, which is now going to give vision here onto FNG. He's able to at least dispel the Malefice and the Vessel with the fresh Guardian Greaves. Another leap as he elusively avoids Baboka, trying to TP away, and he is safely away. Nice work.
Fancy time to tip the enemy.
Sayush has committed the Servant Warriors here to cut a wave, by the way, which is kind of getting...
And he got the Ancients too, so efficiency.
I don't know if he'll get these Ancients, honestly.
He'll get one, at least.
Okay, he'll get 2. That's fine. Not bad. All right, good for him. So G2.iG, with that, they'll head through the gate, and that'll send back Notice, who might have gotten a caught regardless. Baboka, Blink, Avalanche, Stun. And now Notice pinned and shackled to the trees. Who's going to be killed off? Nothing to say. Finding his 3rd kill this game.
Yeah, by the way, JT also has BKB done already. He's going for BKB plus Aghanim's. So he just wants to make sure that he counters the Morphling. He can kill the Morphling very easily with this build. And like I mentioned earlier, there's nothing to stop the BKB Black Hole until you get Wind Waker. But who's going to get a Wind Waker?
But even then, that doesn't necessarily stop it, right? It's just a save. And if you're looking at saves, you know, well, you've already got Squadix at least there.
Yeah.
Speaking of Squadix, I don't really know if we've seen him do much but farm for the past, I don't know, 8 minutes. Still early on, still could turn things around here.
He needs BKB.
Yeah,
I mean, in the team fights,
hard.
he can't do much against Tiny Wind Ranger if he doesn't have BKB. Even the Undying is very annoying with the zombies. I mean, right now, IG is definitely having like a very, very strong pace with their lineup. With Solar Crest on Undying onto the Terrorblade, with Skadi just completed. They are very, very strong. And with the BKB on Enigma.
Nothing to say, also holding on to an Orchid, so that might be dangerous, right, for the Morph if he's going to use the Manta to dispel the Vessel, which obviously he needs to. He needs to be aware of that silence. Or just buy a BKB, perhaps. I don't know if that'll be in his wheelhouse.
He kind of feels like he needs to just build damage items. You know, he's going for the Butterfly, Skadi. I mean, I get it. You know, they don't really have enough with the OD.
FMG, Sayush. Okay, Dust is applied. Sayush is going to leave him behind. I think that's the wise choice. Nothing they could do there was going to really save FMG, who was, again, out of leap charges anyway.
Yeah, he's been just trying to waste a lot of the enemy's time. Block smokes, just make sure none of the cores die. Does not
typical
have
pot of moves.
Yep, typical position 5 moves, you know, support player moves.
Alright, this is a tier 3 tower siege. There is no glyph of fortification. Oh, there is a glyph of fortification. Was glitched on my side.
They're gonna have one more after this.
They will get another. It refreshes, but a BKB forced top lane because that is JT looking for Squadix, who tried to push one more wave out. Might be punished for this as well. JT has Black Hole. Doesn't want to commit it, but will just use it to secure the kill. That is a dead OD. Meanwhile, back mid lane, nothing to say. Boosted by X-Nova and the Solar Crest of his. Oh my god, they just catch Kiritich? No way, they kill him, right? The Guardian Greaves is a long stun. Oh my goodness, he might actually go down, but no, he's just fine, and he retains the Manta style, doing a bit of damage. On the way out is Sayush is killed off. The buyback out from Squadix. Racks are going to fall either way. G2.iG seems like they've just kind of spooked Virtus.pro into taking a horrendous sequence of fights there.
Yeah, this is the thing with like having this OD Morphling duo. You know, it's OD wants to farm, Morphling wants to farm, and if you don't get a lot of diamond, the Centaur rush the dagger early, you're gonna run into a situation like this. You know, everybody wants to farm, and then when you're showing on the map, somebody is gonna die, and it gives IG a lot of like room to play around. I mean, Terrorblade is ready to fight, Enigma's ready to fight, Wind Ranger is ready to fight. You know, all their cores are ready to fight. I think the next Roshan is gonna be definitely a game decider. Like if Dire team gets it, if IG has the Aegis, I think it's gonna be very, very hard for VP to hold the high ground. VP has to make a stand in the next Roshan.
I don't really think they have a choice. They're already setting up for it, but G2.iG have picked them up on this observer ward here, just being chilling in the lane. So they know what's up here already. They may just go back and finish off this mid lane of barracks. They've got very good intel that enemies are away. Enemies actually...
And there's a ward in the lane. Why is there a random lane ward right here?
Yeah, they actually have them on both.
Is he gonna see them? They saw it?
Sneak past. No, they didn't see it. They snuck past. You got to be able to toggle over vision, Winter. It's a very good tool for the observers. So they might actually get quite a pick, especially if they can find Monet. Kiritich, he just walks right past him. There's going to be the initiation into the arrow. Stampede, everything for that little bit of damage. Nice. They have a kill. That's massive. Roche has just respawned.
That was huge. No BKB, no way out. There's too many stuns, too much lockdown. can't do much, you know, if you're being stunned and stunned. There's a gyro blade.
FNG baiting, maybe giving them room for this counter initiation play now, as nothing to say, pops the BKB, chasing after the kills, realizing he's overcommitted, needs to TP away. That's a BKB TP. That's going to be a dead Baboka Tiny. Ooh, that is quite a turn here from Virtus.pro within the last couple of, well, just minutes singular. Excellent play out from them.
Yeah, good moves, you know. The Centaur and OD finally made something happen in the game, and Kiritage is happy. He's gonna be able to get towards his next set of items. I think once he gets the shard plus the Skadi and his level 20 talent, I think that's gonna be the point where the Morphling is gonna be able to carry the team fight. As long as he doesn't die in the black hole. Like, he needs the Astro to save him every time. So if you're IG, whenever you're going for the black hole, you have to make sure somebody catches the OD.
Okay, G2.iG, they will smoke up. They're going to try and take this, but they have to be fast because this lineup does Roche very quickly. Arcane Orb fully affects Roche, and Kiritage, he's already got it. Aegis on the Morphling, Cheese on this OD Squadix. They're going to try and rep. I mean, they've got this fantastic lane ward down. I think that one would have scouted Notice. Sayush going to be able to sneak around it. Baboka, he leads them into this Lotus Pool area as his smoke will break. He blinks forward. He finds the Shaman. Minimal losses here for Virtus.pro, who will be able to escape. If FNG has TP, I don't know what FNG's... I guess he's going to cut another wave up here. Oh, but notice, he's caught. He's got BKB. Worst comes to worse. And, well, he might have to use it. It might be too late. Actually, tossed back to the illusion. He will be forced to BKB. Physical damage not sufficient. So he is going to be just fine there. I did want to point that out previously, that he had the BKB. Makes his fights a lot easier, but he might not have it for this upcoming push. As Monet, well, unfortunately, the illusions are on the wrong side here, but he's popped the meta and will be ready to do some serious tower damage.
Morphling has to go. No, his TP's on cooldown.
Yep. Oh, no. Back. He'll be there shortly, but this is another tier 3 tower.
No glyph.
Maybe even just another lane of barracks, honestly. Here's Kiritage. See what he can do with Notice. Makes that jump on in. I don't really know if they can burst him, especially not with that kind of initiation, but they may be able to at least get the Tiny down. But the black hole out from JT. It's a big one. They don't have enough follow-up damage on the Kiritage, so he's just fine. They at least get Notice, who has the buyback. Squadix focused and killed in the meantime by nothing to say. Hoof Stomp out from the buyback on the Centaur, but he's completely isolated, completely alone, and an easy kill there. Another toss back by Baboka, his second in the fight, as Sayush is going to die. That's a second dieback here. Baboka will buy back after he's killed off, and that might just be it. This might be the game, Winter.
What can Morphling do right now with the Mirana? It's like a one-man army right now. I mean, he's not going to be able to do much, but watch his racks go down here. Nothing he can do.
These Tri-Core, these 3 heroes are online much faster. I mean, this OD just... It's not cutting it, simply put. I can't check his death summary. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I mean, he just got murdered. He just gets lit up there by the Focus Fire and the Bloodthorn, and not much he can really do there. It's minimum megas, but this is...
No BKB, no way out.
This is 3 heroes without buyback. Only a Morph, who doesn't have buyback, and only a Marana, who doesn't have buyback, against 5 very healthy heroes. They've gotten the megas. They're going to try and end the game here. 8 seconds until Squadix respawns, as Kiritage pops his BKB to avoid at least the avalanche, but is going to be quickly forced on back, at least able to dispatch of the Tombstone. Buys his team 1 more fight, Winter, as the respawns will at least take effect. But, oh, they're so desperate to find anything. Okay, not bad on a Monet, but the match style still hit by the arrow. Baboka ready for the toss. Finally, something from the OD. Collects the kill on the Monet. Nothing to say, taken down as well by Sayush. And notice, even finding the kill on the Baboka. Okay, VP down, but not out, as they are desperate to find something and at least get themselves a couple kills onto some cores.
Yeah, time to make a beeline down mid is when you just go all in. No
buybacks, Winter.
Tell somebody to get travels to defend. I mean, somebody has to cut the waves, but no one can cut the wave. Enigma and Undying, they are just unable to do that with those heroes.
Fortifies out.
They're going to have Glyph. I mean,
they're going to get 2 more. Well, they're going to get a Glyph after destroying this tier 2. They're going to get another glyph after they lose to tier 3.
And
so
one more for the Rex, yeah.
Yeah, so they can't end the game here, unfortunately. Yeah, they're not even really going to make a serious push up for the high ground. But things, I mean, it's still relatively close when you look at net worth. It's just the fact that VP, they have not been able to get a fight right. Oh, the only fights they've gotten correct have been these desperate fights. Look at that swing, though. Nice plays. I mean, again, I called it desperate because I just don't know what other word you would use when you use Stampede like that, but ends up at least working out and gives them one more fight. Not down, but not out. Up against the Megas. It'll be hard here for VP, but there's a way back into it.
I feel like JT probably felt like the game was over, and then he went for this Shadow Blade, and now feels like the game is still going on, and he would have wished he bought a refresher. So that's gonna have to wait, I think once he gets a refresher, then the game becomes very, very easy in the team fights. Now, there's still a chance that they actually lose the game. Wait.
What? No freaking way.
Just as I say that,
the Eastern European Classic. He says, you know what? Maybe I'll just die to Tormentor a little bit. They like to do a little bit of trolling, okay? We were hyping him up so much, and then he just goes, you know what?
He's lucky to not get tipped. So. Nobody actually tipped him.
That's certainly something to catch here. Hope Stomp notice from behind, trying to get through this tombstone very quickly. It is, however, nothing to say who's failed to get the kill onto OD this time, and Kiritich rips right through him. They're going to lose FMG, but the Ancient exposed, not taking any damage. JT, he's got his full Acceptor. Look at how he's just sucking him in. Kiritich, he's being laid into. He bought back because he died to the Tormentor, and he's gonna die now. No, gets the waveform away. Manta's off. At least the Vessel, he is fine. JT is down. Nothing to say is down, but Monet laying into the Ancient. There is no Fortify. They're doing whatever they can here to try to end the game. Our G2.iG, their first win here in DreamLeague Season 22 group stage. Kiritich right back on his man. Dire are gonna be able to fortify up. They get another kill onto Notice. Baboka diving the fountain here. It's up to Kiritich to try and defend, but GG well played is called. This one, it's all over.
Yeah, this is all but over for VP, but they put up a valiant fight back, despite being down, and he almost gave himself a chance to come back into the game. But overall, props to G2.iG for